You're live in the CNN newsroom, everyone. I'm Don Lemon. We're going to begin this hour with the alleged bugging of European Union offices. According to a German justice minister, if the accusations are true, it is reminiscent of the Cold War. European officials are angry and demanding answers. CNN's Pentagon correspondent Barbara Starr is on the story for us.
The German publication Der Spiegel is reporting that the NSA, the National Security Agency, spied on offices of the European Union, provoking outrage from those U.S. allies. The president of the European Parliament issuing a very tough statement saying he wants answers from the U.S. and adding, quote, "I am deeply worried and shocked about the allegations of U.S. authorities spying on EU offices. If the allegations prove to be true, it would be an extremely serious matter." Der Spiegel is indicating its information came from material provided by Edward Snowden, the self-confessed NSA leaker. Now, here in Washington, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence issued a reply to the Europeans saying, quote, "The United States government will respond appropriately to the European Union through our diplomatic channels. While we are not going to comment publicly on specific alleged intelligence activities, as a matter of policy, we have made clear that the United States gathers foreign intelligence of the type gathered by all nations." So that's certainly far short of a denial that the U.S. spied on its allies, and it should be noted that the U.S. assumes the allies spy on the U.S. Barbara Starr, CNN, Washington.
All right, Barbara, thank you very much. In the newspaper, which first broke the story of NSA spying activities, is adding to today's revelations. According to The Guardian, 38 embassies and missions across the world were targets of U.S. intelligence, and techniques covered everything from planted bugs to data collection using specialized antenna. As far as Edward Snowden, as far as we know, Snowden is still in a transit zone at Moscow's airport. He flew there from Hong Kong last week. Snowden is facing espionage charges in the U.S., which has yanked his passport and asked other countries not to give him asylum. CNN's Carl Penhall takes us to Moscow's airport and traces a path possibly taken by Snowden.
This is the view that may have flashed in front of Edward Snowden just after touchdown at Moscow's Sheremetyevo airport. Through passport control, even though by then US officials had revoked his travel documents. Then perhaps Snowden would have put the 4 laptops he was reportedly carrying through a scanner. What really happened next is a puzzle more complex than any in these airport magazines. There's no isolated transit lounge. Like all other international passengers, the leaker would have had free run of terminals D, E and F. That's a maze of tax-free and coffee shops close to 3/4 of a mile long, and more than 50 departure gates bustling with travelers. Even so, it would be tough for one of America's most wanted men to stay hidden in plain sight. So we checked a handful of more private, VIP and first-class lounges. No sign. Has he perhaps donned a classic spy disguise? Dark glasses and a Russian hat. Maybe even a T-shirt tribute to the first man in space. If Snowden needs a stiff drink to steady his nerves on the lam, what better than a dram of this, a taste of what could be the next stop on his odyssey. The scandal Snowden has generated seems like a throwback to the Cold War, every bit like these Soviet mementos on sale. And so far, President Obama, reduced here to a smiling Matryoshka doll, is floundering in efforts to hunt him down and bring him home.
It's the early hours of the morning now and the passengers have thinned out. The question is, though, if Snowden is not in this sprawling airport departures area,
has someone simply let him slip out of one of many side doors like this? Carl Penhall, CNN, Sheremetyevo Airport, Russia.